Today, we are going to learn an essential skill for gardening, high-temperature composting. In just 8 days, 8 pounds of fish intestines fertilizer completely disappeared. Today, let me show you the heating process of high-temperature composting. After turning the pile, the temperature successfully rose to over 60 degrees and remained at high temperature for 3 days. But after the high temperature period, the temperature suddenly dropped. So I decided to open the pile and check. When I opened the pile, I found that the entire compost was very dry, and the surface was covered with a layer of white high-temperature mycelium. It looked just like the rice husks I received earlier, almost without moisture. At this point, we need to add some water. 8 pounds of fish intestines, plus a big bag of pure fish. After more than 10 days of high-temperature decomposition, we get box of highly fertile, non-toxic, environmentally friendly black gold soil. After 22 days of high-temperature composting, this round of composting is finally complete. Let's open the box and take a look. These gray-white powdery spots are the products left by high-temperature actinomycetes and thermophilic fungi. They efficiently decompose cellulose. In some places that have not completely decomposed and still have moisture, you will see white, fluffy mycelium. At this point, we should remember to wear a mask when the composting is complete. We can see that the material has turned black, the texture is loose, and it is very dry. There is also a slight earthy smell, which comes from the bitter and pungent odor produced by mesophilic actinomycetes. During the cooling period, comparing with the color of the material 10 days ago, when it hadn't fully fermented yet, the difference is very obvious. Next, many of my friends are curious about the mud layer at the bottom of my foam box. Actually, I was worried that the liquid from the fish intestines would smell, and I didn't want to deal with it. So I placed a layer of mud at the bottom, and it turned out to be very effective. It absorbed the liquid without causing any smell, and it did not interfere with the high temperature, and it automatically separated from the compost. This method solved my problem with the liquid from the fish intestines. After separating the piles, we can see 3 different types of materials. One is fully composted, one is on the surface of the soil, and one is the mud that is not yet fully composted. Next, we screen out the large particles, put them in a woven bag for further aging. In about half a month, it will be ready to use. And the purpose of aging is to further decompose the material, forming stable humus that becomes a long-lasting, effective fertilizer. After this round of high-temperature composting, I obtained a large bag of black gold soil. This bag contains large particles that have been screened out, such as fruit peels and eggshells, which will be saved for the next round of composting. The remaining box of mud is filled with leaf fertilizer, which is also a valuable resource in composting.